Yo, investing hustler, have you seen this chart? Why do you think Aurora's going $100 a share?
Oh man, where do I get started? Okay, so if you look at the relative strength of the index on wave three of the Fibonacci retracement, is going to indicate that there should be an upward momentum due to the price oscillator, which also.
Naughty, naughty, naughty.
Oh man.
Just kidding. Just kidding, guys. Hopefully ACB can have a great week.
Well, if we're laughing about it, hopefully other people will be too.
Just kidding, guys. Hopefully ACB can have a great week as we're going on to the NYSE, but I don't think we'll be seeing $100 a share. That'd be nice, but I don't think we're going to see it this week.
Damn it. I really thought I had something there.
I love your research, though.
Yeah, thanks. Just said a bunch of words I don't understand. Well, before we get started, I would like to ask you guys to please give me a like. It really helps my channel and it will push me to make more videos. So let's try to get this video to 100 likes.
What's up, everybody? This is Aaron from Departures Capital. We're here with Investing Hustler. How are you doing today?
What's going on, guys? It's Investing Hustler. I'm happy to be with you today. I'm glad to be here with Aaron. It's always fun doing an interview with this guy. So let's see what we're going to talk about today. Aaron always has some good questions.
So the first question I have basically is, how was your week? How was legalization? Did you do anything exciting?
Well, stock market wise, I'm pretty sure every investor's week was pretty bad since we've seen a lot of red days. I think it was 3 or 4 red days in a row.
Yeah.
Pretty much since we got legalized, we started seeing red days.
Mm-hmm.
But outside of the stock market, I went to like this weed scavenger hunt thing. It was just like a bunch of challenges. There was like a $5,000 prize. There was some cafe, some weed cafe opening up in Toronto, right by, I think it was by Spadina and King, around that area.
Nice.
Yeah, they had prizes. Of course, I didn't win. There was like a lot of people that showed up, but it was a lot of fun. And they were giving out spliffs. They were giving out vape pens. So
wow.
Yeah, no, it's fun. So it's official. Weed is legal, and like companies are starting to participate in it. So start hosting stuff.
You know, that brings up a really good idea. You know, I know you like Planet 13. Weed tourism is definitely going to be huge and a very profitable industry. So maybe we could get your take on Planet 13, just because I know you did a video recently. I did a video too, and it's a very interesting company.
It is a very interesting company. They're going to open apparently the biggest dispensary in the world. And not only that, they're going to open it in Las Vegas. So
that's crazy.
I think they attract like how many people? It's around 20 million or more. Planet 13 is going to be in Vegas, one of the biggest like attractions in the world. Everyone's heard of Vegas. Everyone loves to go to Vegas. Mm-hmm. Mostly people go there to gamble, but now that they have the world's largest dispensary, and not only that, it's not only going to be a dispensary. They're going to have like a bunch of like attractions there. They're going to have like a laser show, or like they're just going to have a bunch of stuff that you've never seen before. Like apparently they have a huge iPad, a floor iPad, and it's going to be a cool place. But the only bad thing is that it's not officially legal in Las Vegas, Nevada yet. So you can't smoke weed there. You can purchase weed, but you can't smoke weed there. So and this facility is going to open in November. So the thing is, you might not see a lot of movement during that time, but if weed becomes legal in the United States, like for recreational purposes, I can see like a lot of these American marijuana companies blowing up, and Planet 13 is going to be one of them, because Las Vegas, man, it's like 20 million tourists every year. You can't go wrong with a city like Las Vegas, and a lot of people love to smoke weed. So I actually just bought some Planet 13 shares this week on the dip. Mm-hmm. I didn't know there was actually a Canadian ticker symbol for Planet 13. I don't know if you guys knew that. Did you know that or no?
I saw it listed on both.
Yeah, no, because I own some American Planet. I own let me check. So I own some PLNHF, that's the American symbol. And then I just bought some PLTH on Friday when it went down to 249. So
cool.
So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, no, it's kind of like a speculation, because you never really know what's going to happen in the United States. They might not ever legalize it, or they might.
Definitely.
and the facility is not fully built yet. So, but the thing is, like, you can't really buy into a company once it's too late. Like, if the facility's already open and if it's already legal and you decide to buy, then by that time the share prices might run up a little too much and it might not be worth it. So right now is the time that I'm going to invest, and it's a speculation, and I'm going to gamble on the fact that it's going to blow up and weed will one day become legal. So I might be holding on to these shares for 2 years, 3 years. It all depends on how Planet 13 and the United States do.
Exactly, but that's the thing with small caps. You never exactly know when they're going to blow up. That's why you got to jump in when the prices are down and catch it when it blows up, because it's easy to say I'll give it some more time, but then you give it another month or two and it doubles, triples, and then you're just like caught chasing this stock that you knew you bought. So
yeah, no, that's
totally.
I don't want to regret it and be like, I was thinking about this company. The share prices are now at $8. I could have bought in at $2. I don't want that to happen. But then at the same time, it could easily drop to $1 if something happens with the states. Like, let's say they announce that they will never legalize marijuana.
Yep.
The stock could drop. So it is a gamble, but no risk,
That's
no
investing.
reward. Yeah.
That's
no
investing for you.
Exactly, that is investing.
Exactly, and you just figure out how much risk you want to take, how much of a position you want to take, and you got to be willing to ride it out with either way, right?
Yep, you got to take that risk. You got to have the balls.
Exactly. So one thing I do like about Planet 13 is if that one store is very successful, I feel like that will be a highly profitable business model that they can replicate all over the country if it is federally legal, or if it's across America legal. So yeah, I agree. Very, very cool company.
Sure. He actually, I think they have facilities all across the states, not as big as the one as Planet 13.
Yeah.
I think he mentioned that there's a dispensary in Los Angeles and New York, and they kind of want to have the same theme for each dispensary. Like, they don't just be like a store. They kind of want it to be a place that people visit. Even if you don't smoke weed, you want to go there just to see what all the hype's about, because they have new technology that they're introducing in their dispensary. So it's
and not to mention, like, they can probably do CBDs for people who don't want to feel that psychoactive feeling. Yeah, you can just do CBDs or a nice CBD drink where nothing changes like mentally, but you just reap the benefits of CBD. So I think that's cool too.
And then the CEO's like well prepared. He's already has like plans to create a lounge, even though you're technically not allowed to smoke there yet. He's already planning ahead. So they're making a lounge in that dispensary. So it's gonna, like, I want to visit it. Like, we want to go to Las Vegas just to see it one day. Like, maybe once it's built, fully developed, they're probably going to start advertising. You're going to see commercials for Planet 13. It's going to be one of those places that people want to go visit when they go to Vegas.
Perfect. So now let's talk about the week ahead. We do have some very important news. ACB will be listed on the NYSE as ACB. And obviously Aurora Cannabis, everybody's favorite stock, everybody's talk of the town.
Yeah.
What do you think is going to happen for ACB? How do you think we're going to do this week? How's your feeling?
ACB is going to $100. Just kidding. Honestly, it's kind of tough to call right now because it's right now it's a bearish market in the marijuana. Well, it's only like 3-4 days, so we've seen where a lot of people are bearish on marijuana stocks.
Yep.
So let's say Monday and Tuesday. So when's it supposed to become officially listed? On the 23rd, right?
I believe Tuesday will be trading.
That's on the 23rd. So let's say Monday we have another red day, and this isn't for sure. This is just a guess. And then let's say Aurora dips below to $12.
Yeah.
And they get announced to the New York Stock Exchange, they might just go back up to 13. But if we have a green day on Monday, I could see Aurora hitting $15 with the New York Stock Exchange announcement. But that's a guess. There's no facts. There's no knowledge behind that. It's simply just a guess. Like, I don't know for sure. Might even go to 16, or it might just for sure. I can see it increasing. But depending what happens Monday, if Monday we have a red day, then it's not going to be that great. It's going to be like a $1 increase, maybe $13. But if Monday we have a nice green day, then I could see Aurora hitting 15, 16. So it all depends on Monday. So
yeah, to be honest, if there's another red day on Monday, depending on how the day goes, I might jump in on a little more Aurora for a swing trade. That's what I'm looking. That's what I'm definitely looking at because it has been a sell-off, and there should be. You never know. There should be a rebound.
So
So
are you gonna buy ACB or ACBFF?
ACB on the Canadian markets
Why not?
because
Do you think the prices will vary between ACB and ACBFF since it is the New York Stock Exchange listing? So that means ACBFF will be converted to ACB for the New York Stock Exchange. Do you think that company will run up more than the Canadian company, or they'll both run up at the same level?
I think they'll both run up at the same level, but that will also be the main difference between the two of them will be currency. So if the U.S. dollar fluctuates versus the Canadian dollar, if there's a huge fluctuation within the currencies, then we'll see a difference, which is also why I like to keep. I mean, I just like to trade in Canadian dollars just because converting to American dollars, we could have a whole discussion about where the U.S. dollar, Canadian dollar, going. But personally, I think the U.S. dollar is going to stay strong and maybe even head higher just because the Fed's so they want to raise rates and they think their economy is so good. Canada's barely able to keep up, and our central bank we can raise rates if we want to crash the economy personally, but it's just I don't think we're going to be able to keep up to the Americans in terms of raising rates, currency. So I can see the U.S. dollar, even if the U.S. dollar stays flat, I see the Canadian dollar lagging, which is why, I mean, in that case, it would make sense to buy USD, but I just like to keep my stuff in Canadian dollars just because.
But if you buy with your Canadian dollars, will you be averaging up, or will you be having those shares in like a separate portfolio or as a separate investment? Because let's say I bought ACB.
Yeah.
The reason why I don't want to buy with my Canadian portfolio is because I'm going to average up. I would have to create a whole different portfolio just because like for my brokerage, when I buy ACB, it doesn't make it a separate purchase. It just adds to what I have and it just averages the price. So what's going to happen with you when you buy it?
Oh, it'll do the exact same thing. It'll add to the price, or I can buy it in a different account, thinking of potentially buying it in a different account.
Yeah.
So,
sorry, go on.
No, it's fine. I'm just saying I'm okay with averaging up because if it happens, I'll sell the exact same amount of shares and then it'll figure out the difference. On paper, it might not look right, but I'll know exactly what it is. Like if I average up, buy it at 12, sell it at 13 or 14.
Yeah.
It's obviously going to change your gain loss, your average dollar cost, but I still know the profits I made right on those however many shares I bought. But I get what you're saying totally.
Yeah, no, because if I do buy, I'm gonna probably purchase it with my American portfolio because I don't have ACBFF, and I just don't want to average up my ACB shares. I feel like I have it at a nice price that even if ACB drops to $9, like I'll still be sitting on gains. So I don't wanna average it up because what if it continues to drop? What if you average up and then it goes down even more? So I don't know. But then it's all your choice. It's everyone's.
Yeah, no, for sure. There's nothing like averaging up when a stock's dropping and gains are just shrinking. You're just like, oh my God.
That's one thing I just don't like. I've done it before and I've got burned for it. So the only time I'll average is if I'm averaging down. And I'm willing to have ACB in my American portfolio because that means that I'm not going to be averaging up. I'll just have it at that cost dollar and then we'll see how it goes when it's officially listed on the New York Stock.
Yeah, there's nothing like sitting on a 20-30% gain and then you average up and then it's 15 and then you're like,
no, that's a bad feeling.
10 and oh my gosh, what's going on here? So I feel you on that one.
Yeah, sometimes as an investor, you just got to set rules and just learn to follow them. Because I've done it. Like I have rules that I like to follow as an investor, and then sometimes I like to gamble and break those rules. And like more than 50% of the time, it has burned me. So now I just try to stick to those rules, and one of them is just never average up.
That pretty much wraps up this video, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Give us a like. Give us a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button if you liked the video. Thumbs down if you didn't. And I look forward to many more collabs in the future. This one was a fun one. So don't take us too seriously, guys. Although we do provide awesome content all the time and stock analysis, you got to keep it fun sometimes. You got to laugh about things sometimes. You can't all just
laugh on them red days.
Here's the numbers. Buy this stock. Departures Capital, Investing Hustler. We're two serious channels.
Yeah.
So
gotta have some fun. So don't forget, subscribe to Departures Capital if you're not subscribed to him. Subscribe to Investing Hustler if you're not subscribed. And if you guys enjoyed it, give us a thumbs up. I think he already said that. And don't forget to hit the notification.